how severely did Donald Trump endanger the national security interests of the United States? How much risk have we been exposed to because he kept classified materials at his beach resort, tucked between croquet mallets and boat shoes? Look, right now, unbelievably, those are the questions being asked by top intel officials in Washington. It's a serious matter. And as we first reported last night, the Director of National Intelligence will spearhead an assessment of the potential risk to national security that would result from the disclosure of the documents that have been seized by the FBI. Now, it's the first public acknowledgement by the intelligence community and, quite frankly, by the Biden administration that Trump's actions might have caused harm to our national security. And curiously here, Republicans on the Hill aren't asking those same questions. In fact, most don't seem very fazed at all by this.
The hypocrisy of folks in my party that spent years chanting "lock her up" about Hillary Clinton because of some deleted emails or quote unquote wiping a server are now out there defending a man who very clearly did not take the national security of the United States to heart, and it'll be up to DOJ whether or not that reaches the level of indictment. But this is disgusting in my mind, and like this, no president should act this way, obviously.
It is disgusting. Republicans are silent because what Trump did was wrong, and they know it. Now, he potentially put the United States in danger. There's no doubt about it. And worse, he's still putting Americans in danger. As the Washington Post reports, Trump and his cronies have put rank-and-file civil servants in harm's way. After the Mar-a-Lago search, Attorney General Garland faced online assassination threats, and he decried the rising unfounded attacks on the FBI and the Justice Department and both of their agents. And now the National Archives, believe it or not, an agency most people have never even heard of, has become the target of a rash of threats and vitriol. All of this because of the records fight that is taking place with Donald Trump. Honestly, what can we say anymore? I mean, Republicans don't care about national security. That is the only way to say it. And they don't care about the security of government officials. Otherwise, they'd be speaking out like Congressman Kinzinger. Instead, they care about their own political prospects and kissing the butt of a twice impeached, disgraced former president. That is the grand old party indeed.